There she is. Can't forget me. Come on.
Thank you, Randy. On behalf of Tim and Morgan, I'd like to welcome all of you here today. You are their dear friends, family, and honored guests. We have gathered here to celebrate the love that these two awesome people have found in each other. I've had the honor of doing a number of weddings, and I am honored to be here today. And if you were at Morgan's dad, Randy and Jean's wedding last year, you may remember that I like the funny things. Randy and I had a little joke about everyone attending the gathering automatically being Packer fans since they were at a wedding in Wisconsin. I was only told I was going to get tossed off the boat about a half dozen times. But everyone was nice. So when I met with Morgan and Tim to talk about the ceremony today, Morgan specifically said she wants her guests to laugh. She even asked if I would begin the ceremony with a dirty joke.
Yeah.
So if you have children here, you may want to apply fingers now.
Earmuffs.
You know, every wedding that I have had the honor to do has their own unique aspects, and this one was no different. Previously, I did a wedding where I was preceded down the aisle by some goats. So we didn't have goats here today, so that's good. So, with that being said, I decided to tell you about a friend of my husband and I have who's a little person, a midget, if you will. And he told us a funny story recently about his twin brothers. Apparently, they had gotten to the age of 21 and neither of them had had sex. So, they decided to get a couple of hookers, a motel rooms, and take care of business. So the first brother, much to his dismay, all night long, no luck, couldn't get it up. In the other room, however, he kept hearing, "Come on, you can do it." And then he'd hear a boom, 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 boom. Then he'd hear, "Come on, you can do it." And he'd hear, "Boom, boom, boom, boom." Thought, well, he's having a good time. So in the morning, the brothers get together for breakfast, and the one brother said, "You know, I didn't have a good night. I just couldn't get it up all night." He said, "You sounded like you were having a good time." The other brother said, "Get it up. I couldn't even get out of the bed." Okay, one more joke before we get into the serious stuff. A man and a woman got married, and they were on their honeymoon. The woman walks out of the bathroom with her robe on, and her husband says, "Honey, take off your robe. We're married now." She says, "Okay." He said, "Can I take a picture of you?" She said, "Well, why?" He said, "So I can carry you with me always." So she says, "Okay." A little while later, her husband comes out of the bathroom. He has a robe on. And she says, "Honey, take your robe off so I can take a picture of you." He said, "Do you want to take a picture of me so you can carry me with you at all times?" She said, "No, I want to get it enlarged." Okay, one more quick one. What do you call a room full of old Mexican men having oral sex?
Uh-oh.
Senior eaters. Okay, that one you can use. Okay, let's get to the reason that we're here today and get these two crazy kids married. When I met with Tim and Morgan, and I'm sure all of you see it, they are in love, love, love. Tim told me that he couldn't believe how lucky he was to have found this woman. And Morgan, when Tim gave her a pen and a paper and said, "Write down everything you want at the wedding," she wrote Tim and handed it back to him. Yes. That they are in love. You know, love organizes our large and sometimes unpredictable world. It is that which enshrines our human experience. It is the basis for the peace of family and the peace of all the people of earth. The greatest gift bestowed upon humans is the gift of love, freely given between two people. So let's talk about love, and what does that mean? I decided that once again I'd head out to social networking and ask some of my Facebook friends that have been married or together with someone for many years just what their secret to their long and happy relationships might be. The responses have been interesting and oftentimes humorous. I probably shouldn't mention those that said earplugs or duct tape. I don't really think they were serious. My sister-in-law, Debbie, who has been married for 42 years, said that humility is important, realizing that neither of you is perfect and that mistakes will be made, but then having the willingness to say, I'm sorry. True love keeps no records of wrongs. My niece, Julie, who has been married for 33 years, said that putting each other first was important. Most of those who responded to my inquiry answered that a sense of humor was the most important thing, and I tend to agree with that as well. My husband John and I have been married for 43 years, and I try to make him laugh each and every day. And oftentimes he laughs at me when I'm not trying. He's also my very best friend, and many answered that this was the most important thing to their lasting relationships. Our cousin Jean said that on the bad days, they stick together because they are too stubborn to quit. And on the good days, they could never find anyone else who could make them laugh so much. There's that humor thing again. Right here. Compromise and communication were also cited. Morgan, you're not always going to be right. And Tim, neither are you. Talk about things, communicate, and compromise. Life will be much easier. One thing that John and I have learned about marriage is not to sweat the small stuff. If either of you does something to irritate the other, really think about whether or not it's important enough to make an issue of it. Don't sweat the small stuff, it's just not worth it. Get over it. Pick your battles and be picky about which ones you choose to fight. Just be there for each other. Going forward from today, there are going to be times when you cry so much you wonder where the tears are coming from. And there will be times where you laugh so much your sides ache. Good things and bad things are coming your way, but together you can get through anything. Just don't quit. Don't give up. Always, always, always remember the love that brought you here today. And now, let's consecrate your vows to each other with your promises. Morgan, there you go. Do you take Tim to be your lawfully wedded husband? Do you promise to always change the toilet paper roll when empty? Do you promise to live with him in love and harmony, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live? If so, please promise your love by saying, I do.
I do.
Tim, do you take Morgan to be your lawfully wedded wife? Do you promise to slow down once in a while and relax?
Good luck. Nope.
Do you promise to live with her in love and harmony, in sickness and in health, for as long as you both shall live? If so, please promise your love by saying, I do. So now let's dedicate these important vows with the exchange of the wedding ring.
Well done, Jay.
Easy boy.
The wedding ring represents two primary components of marriage. They depict the circle of life along with love that never ends. A circle is perfect and simple and a wonderful illustration of endless love. Today, these rings will become an outward sign of your love and commitment to one another. Tim, please take Morgan's hand and place the ring on her finger. Do you, Tim, accept this woman, Morgan, as your wife, joining with her today in matrimony, offering your friendship and loving care, honoring her growth and freedom as well as your own, cherishing and respecting her, loving and embracing her in times of adversity and in times of joy? If so, please answer, I do. Tim, please repeat after me. With this ring, I thee wed. Take it as a sign of my everlasting and unconditional love. With all that I am and all that I have, from this day forward as your husband. Morgan, you want to take it? Place it on Tim's finger. Do you, Morgan, accept this man, Tim, as your husband? Joining with him today in matrimony, offering your friendship and loving care, honoring his growth and freedom as well as your own, cherishing and respecting him, loving and embracing him in times of adversity and in times of joy. If so, answer, I do. Please repeat after me, Morgan. With this ring I be wed. Take it as a sign of my everlasting and unconditional love. With all that I am and all that I have from this day forward as your wife. Love freely given has no giver and no receiver. You are each the giver and each the receiver. The wedding ring is a symbol, in visible form, of the unbroken circle of your love, so that wherever you go, you may always return to your shared life together. May these rings always call to mind the power of your love. And now, I wanted to talk to the parents and the grandparents. People have been united in marriage in all lands and all cultures. In marriages everywhere, two individuals leave their families that raised them to begin a new family. At this time, I'd ask the parents and grandparents of the bride and groom to stand as we bless this marriage. Do you, who have lovingly raised and nurtured these two individuals, offer your blessing for their marriage, promising to support them, understand them, and encourage them in their solemn endeavor in the years ahead? If you agree, please say, we do.
We do.
All right. You can be seated. And to the witnesses and honored guests here today, I ask the same question. Do you offer your blessing for their marriage, promising to support them, understand them, and encourage them in their solemn endeavor in the years ahead? If you agree, please say, we do.
We do. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Ow!
And now I'd like Autumn and Ilana to come over and join hands with Morgan and Tim. Come here, baby. Come over.
Go by mommy. Go by mommy.
Oh yeah, you can put mommy's pup.
Stay by mommy.
All day she wanted you, and now she doesn't. All right. Well, you guys, we know she's a part of it. Today is a very special, not only because Tim and Morgan got married, but also because this is the official joining of you two girls as sisters. And all of you coming together to form your very own family. I know Elena is very little and doesn't really understand this, but Autumn, as you grow older together, I hope that you two become best friends and that you will tell her about today. I also hope that you'll continue to be the awesome kids that you are, and that you will respect and love Tim and Morgan's relationships. As you continue to be a family together, always remember to be kind and to be helpful. Lift each other up when times are tough, and laugh and cry together, just as families do. Remember to go to them when you need help, and respect them as your parents. Life can be difficult at times, but with this family unit right here, you can get through anything that comes your way. Okay, how about a group hug? Well, come over and hug.
Mommy wants you to hug.
Give a big hug. Aww, there you go. Okay, 4 of you all group hug. Yay! A new family together. All right. Good job. Thank you guys. I can't. Oh, look at her. Wish I could. Tim and Morgan, in the presence of your family and friends who have joined you to share this moment of joy, you have declared your deep love and affection for each other. You stated your wish to live together, always open to a deeper, richer friendship and partnership. You have formed your own union based on respect and honor. And may the glory which rests upon all who love you bless you and keep you, fill you with happiness and a gracious spirit. Despite all changes of fortune and time, may that which is noble and lovely and true remain abundantly in your hearts, giving you strength for all that lies ahead. And now, by the power invested in me by the state of Wisconsin, I now pronounce you man and wife.
Yeah.
You may kiss your beautiful bride.
Yeah.
Tim and Morgan Stevens.
You're ass to mine.
See?
Dora.